Hey all, so I've been working on this heap here, world's rustiest DS, well rusty for these parts anyway, and as you can see it's been off the road for a long time, so the keys were lost. So I was trying to get an ignition key that worked, so I thought maybe I'd walk through how I fix this on the off chance one other person on the planet needs to know the same information. First order of business, I ordered some key blanks. This outfit here via eBay, no endorsement. I just had a good site that told you exactly what you needed, so I was able to source these blanks here. So I had to have those. We'll get back to that. Then it's a matter of getting this thing out of the car. So there's 3 bolts. This one here is hidden under some trim underneath the dash, and then there's this loop that goes over it right next to the steering column. Right next to the steering column like so, and it's held in with these delightful things, which are a shear nut. I believe they're the kind of thing that tighten up to a certain point and then shear off the heads, so you can't, security wise, you can't get them back off. I was able to drill some holes. I didn't realize the washers weren't part of the same piece, but either way, I drilled some holes in the washer and started tapping on the washer to turn it backwards with just a screwdriver and a mallet, and lo and behold, it spun off, and once I got one loose, the other one was finger tight. So once that's out of there, you do have to remove the gauge cluster, by the way, and this discussion piece spins off the front of here, and it comes out. So then tearing this thing down to get to the tumblers, this is the key buzzer switch. You got to take that off. You take this Phillips screw out right here, the whole electrical contacts. Actually, this whole mechanism slides clean out of this, the steering lock piece here. Except for one exception. You've got to take, there's a panel that goes right across here. You can see where I mutilated it to get it off. And there's that pin down in there. That's what connects the ignition key switch to this guy, which engages with the steering column. So kind of mutilated that. I was going to replicate it, but I decided it wasn't really important, so I'm just leaving it off. So if you get that out, you use this hole here. I did a couple taps on the back of that pin, and it knocked it out of there, and then the whole steering lock pin comes out. Then this whole assembly will come out once you've undone this and this. If you want to take the contacts off, I think it's probably unnecessary. These 2 metal bands, they just spring on there. They will come loose. And then the tricky part is getting the cylinder out. Now you see the chrome part down in the middle there is the true cylinder, and it's kind of in an inner sleeve here. Ideally, I think you could take that out, but I think you'd have to mutilate the switch pretty bad. So the key here is to take out right here, this little thing. There was what appeared to be some sort of other security deal. I think it threaded in there and sheared off, kind of like those nuts. I managed to drill it down about 1/4 of an inch just to get rid of the threaded part. There was some Loctite or something on there, 70s French Loctite maybe. And with some careful tapping, I could see it moving around in there, some tapping on this side, I managed to get it to fall out. Then you can pull the cylinder out, or most of it, and you can get to the tumblers. So then it was a matter of working backwards from the tumblers. I actually rearranged them a little bit to make a key. Putting the whole work back together. I JB welded that little pin back in there. It'll hold it good. I'm not going to bother with that. So now I got to put it back in the car, and well, I suppose I should see if it'll run one of these days. So anyhow, thought that might be useful to someone somewhere. So take care. See ya.